Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. Hope everybody had a great Christmas yesterday. I spent some time with family here, which was fun. Got to spend the day in the city a little bit, and sort of back to work in a but more of a relaxed kind of way here for the holidays, which is nice. I originally was going to do this video at 7:30 Eastern tonight, and that's when I had it scheduled, but my plans have changed for this evening, so I had to kind of change course here and do this a little bit early at 5:30. So if I'm stepping on anybody's toes, I apologize for that in advance. But this is really the only time I could really do this, so I am doing it. We got some folks in the chat already. What's up, Perry Comics? Perry Comics did a YouTube comic book community rewind video, which is just absolutely fantastic. And I'm not just saying that because he included me in it. He killed it. He included so many people in that, so many great community moments. So if you haven't actually checked that out, go check that out on Perry Comics' channel. Unruly Simeon's in the house. He says, happy Boxing Day. Always good to see Unruly. What's up, bro? JP's Budget Collecting the house. What's up, JP? Sorry I couldn't hang last night for Christmas Day live stream. I was busy with the family and stuff, but I appreciate you stopping by today. Tebow's in the house. What's up, man? Merry Christmas to you as well. One of the earliest commenters / supporters of my non-existent channel a year and change ago. Always appreciate your support, bro. Thank you so much for showing up. And saying hello. Stephen Oates, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Also, another loyal viewer. Always good to see you here. So I am basically doing this video because I've had a whole bunch of different comics in the last 6 to 8 weeks, like between Hunting in the Wild, preview books, auction wins, slabs, Instagram pickups, things like that. And I might not even honestly get to every single thing, that I remembered. I just grabbed the things that were kind of in my general vicinity. And I'm just going to call this my final comic book haul of 2019, probably. And I say probably because if I buy a book between now and the first that doesn't arrive, I guess I would still consider that part of 2019. But Pope C's in the house. What's up, Pope C? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Tebow's now upset that he didn't appear. Sorry, I didn't mean to flame any fires. Just kidding. Thanks, guys, for showing up in the chat. So I am going to try to barrel through this haul as quick as I possibly can, and we'll see how quickly I can accomplish this. I'm going to start with a couple books that came in, that I ordered through previews, like way in advance, like months ago, and the shipping cycle I have with Midtown, came and passed. So I did get some of the books, not all of the books that I was buying in previews, and I have some of them here on my desk. 36 Chambers, what's up? Good to see you, man. Always appreciate you stopping by as well. So starting with Undiscovered Country, number 2, Scott Snyder, Charles Soule. Have not read that yet. Looking forward to giving that a read. Batman's Grave, number 3. Also have not read that yet. Really looking forward to the read. Enjoyed the first 2 issues quite a bit. Boy, God, Barry. Definitely looking forward to reading that. Symbiote Spider-Man, Alien Reality, number 1. That came in. Venom 2099, number 1. That also came in from previews. And also the Spider-Man 2099, number 1, one-shot came in from previews. So just a couple of books came in from previews. Now I'm going to show you some books that I picked up for New Comic Book Day last week. Yo, what's up? 84 is in the house. What's up, Kenny? Good to see you. J Hood Creative is in the house. What's up, bro? Always good to see you. J Hood and I have a show on Monday, December 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern. We don't know what it's called yet, but we're going to both be showing a whole bunch of our original published comic art and comic art related stuff in our collection on that live stream on my channel. So that should be a good time. JB's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Comic book cousins for life. Yeah, you know what's up. I think JB is going to be going live shortly. Sorry to step on your toes, brother. I had this scheduled at 7:30 originally, but my schedule changed and whatnot. So Legend's like, this can't be the last. There's still some more time. Thanks for stopping in, Legend. So, all right. So new comic book day last week. Just a couple pickups. Spider-Man #3, J.J. Abrams, Henry Abrams. Did read that. Enjoying that series. It's not mind blowing or anything like that to me, but it's enjoyable. It's a fun series. Marauders #4. Still really digging that series. Love that Storm cover right there. I love Storm and Kitty Pryde in this book. In general, just really good book to me. Excalibur #4. Not really enjoying Excalibur as much. I'm not quite as into like the magic stuff and like that whole side of the X universe, like whether it's been reset by this Hickman verse stuff or not. I mean, I love House of X Powers of 10, but you know, and I love a lot of these new X titles, but this is probably my least favorite new X titles. Definitely good to see all these people in the chat. Good call out to Legend. Oh, okay, JB pushed back 30 minutes. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. So I don't know if you did that just for me, but who dat? Good to see you, man. How was your Christmas, man? Hope you had a good one. Fallen Angels #4. Have not read this one yet. This is the last issue #4 of these new X books that I have not yet read. So definitely am looking forward to reading that. Maybe tonight. We'll see if I get around to it. Sean's in the house. Stay Puff 1983. Always good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. Just showing my last haul of 2019. We shall see. Marvel Action Spider-Man #12. For me, this was just kind of like a cover buy. I know those 1 in 10 John Boy Myers, you know, incentive variants for the last 3 issues of this title have been super popular, but I just dug this A cover and I just liked it, so I grabbed it. I'm not reading this kind of, you know, young adult Spider-Man series, but I may give it a read just out of curiosity. Varangian Vigilantes in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Star Wars: The Rise of Kylo Ren, issue #1. This is Charles Soule. So he wrote the volume 2 of the Darth Vader series, which was fantastic, and he's also going to be writing the new Star Wars #1 when the title reboots. And he will be at Midtown Comics downtown doing a signing on Friday, January 3rd at 6 p.m. To 8 p.m., signing the new Star Wars #1. So I will probably try to go to that signing so to get, you know, not only to get him to sign the new Star Wars #1, but 2 other books that are in my PC that he's involved with. I don't know which ones yet, but I will figure that out and I will be at that signing. So, yo, what's up? Russ in the house. Always good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you had a great Christmas yesterday. So, yeah, grab that. That was a good read. I grabbed one Christmas book last week because it was the Christmas season, and I don't really know how Christmas related this is. This is an indie title. It's American Jesus, The New Messiah, #1. Mark Millar, however you pronounce his last name. But I have no idea what this is about. I just kind of grabbed it for no particular reason. So that one's definitely a random pickup. And then Harleen, book #3 from Stefan Subjic. I really did enjoy the first 2 issues of it. And I have not read the 3rd issue yet, but this is probably next up on my reading list. So I am looking forward to that one. Perry says that he picked that up. I don't know if he's going to read it. He got the other cover. It looks terrifying. I don't know which book he's talking about, American Jesus, but or one of the other ones. But I don't know if I saw the other covers to the American Jesus book, if there were other covers for it. But anyway, all right, so that was New Comic Book Day last week. Now, New Comic Book Day this week, which was, you know, for me was today. Even Midtown Comics was closed yesterday. I mean, New Comic Book Day, he was talking about the Jesus book, yeah. So Midtown was closed. Midtown Comics was closed yesterday. It was Christmas, so I grabbed my 4 new books from New Comic Book Day for this week today. Obviously, it's a light week. With New Comic Book Day falling actually on Christmas this year, and it being the holiday week between Christmas and New Year's, so not a ton of new pickups from the store this week, obviously, but did grab 4 books. What's up, Biggie Shack's in the house? Oh, wait, wrong comment. There it is. Good to see you, brother. Says he just bought ASM 41 2.5. Nice, dude. First Rhino, dude. That's one of my favorite books of all time. I love that book. Sean Richards in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Hope you had a great Christmas yesterday, you and Miriam. Thank you for stopping by. So just 4 books. Epicurean Eye Relief is also in the house. Good to see you, man. Merry New Year. Merry New Year to you as well. My brother Tommy Bake the Snake in the house. What's up? With his signature, What's Shaking Gang. Thanks for stopping in, bro. So all my friends are in here. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up and showing me some support. I'm just trying to get through my final haul of 2019. So 4 books today for yesterday/today for New Comic Book Day. 1 independent. This was an IDW new title where it's like I forget the full name of the artist and the writer. It's a writer-artist combination. Like, she's doing the whole book. She's writing it. She's drawing it. Her name's like Livia something. I forget her last name. Apologies to her. But it's The Kill Lock #1. So this one just looked intriguing and kind of, sci-fi, trippy, mature adult. I don't know. It had some elements to it that just got me curious. So I decided to grab that one. That was my sort of indie, tryout for this week, I guess. And then Venom 21, finally out. This is the Clayton Crane cover. I do have the A cover on the way in my next round of preview orders or whatever for Midtown. But when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to get this variant because I do like this variant. And I love this title. It's one of my top titles of 2019. Pope C's like Kill Lock looked pretty good. So, all right. So next up, we have Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme, #1. Now, usually on a new #1 of a new main title, I will get the A cover. This time, I just opted to only get 1 cover, and that was the B cover. This is Gabriel Dell'Otto goodness. I don't have too many horizontal covers in my collection too, but I really like this one, so I decided to get that one, and I am looking forward to checking that one out. I know TiVo probably is probably reading this. Maybe, I don't know. I know he's a big Doctor Strange fan, and JD also a big Doctor Strange fan. So I'm curious to see what people think about this book as far as a read goes. But definitely love that cover from Dell'Otto. D-Runk, George, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, brother. Did I miss anybody else here in the chat? Geeks Drinks and Comics is in the house. What's up, brother? I think he's talking to Biggie Shack about his first Rhino pickup. If I missed you in the chat, I will catch up to you. Pope C says, is Wade still writing Doctor Strange? I believe he is writing Doctor Strange, and he's writing this one. So I know for a fact he's writing this Surgeon Supreme title. And then the last book I picked up, and I almost didn't get this, but I didn't have to pay cover price because I got my pull list discount or whatever. And it's 80 pages or more. It's 80 something pages, I feel. So I'm kind of skeptical on whatever this event is, but it's that Marvel Incoming, The Future Begins Here. This is the A cover. Very, very thick book. High cover price at $9.99, but I paid $7, I think, $7.50 maybe. So there you go. I grabbed it. I definitely want to just read it. I'm not entirely, I'm not intimately familiar with how connected this is to what's going on right now in Marvel canon, or what what's going to stem out from this event in 2020 and the different titles. I'm sure there's news and information about that online, but I didn't really digest all of it. But I did just decide to grab it and give it a read. So that's it for the new books the past few weeks and previews and stuff like that. Now I'm going to get into the back issues, the good stuff, if you will. Some of it kind of random, some of it sort of right up my alley as a collector, and stuff that you would probably maybe expect me to pick up. But Don Dada. Stay Puft's like incoming event from Marvel. That usually means avoid it, right? Yeah, I know. That was my gut feeling too, man. Later, geeks. Catch you later, brother. Thank you for stopping in during your lunch. All right, so I was at home in Princeton, New Jersey, a few weeks ago for Thanksgiving, and decided randomly we were out and about, walking around downtown Princeton, which isn't a huge city or anything, but decided to go to the public library, and they had this little like books for sale section within the library, and there was literally one comic book there, one comic book. It was, I believe it was bagged and boarded, but honestly, I don't remember if it was bagged and boarded or not. But it was American Gods #1. This is the fried pie variant, so Neil Gaiman. So I paid $1 for that, which was pretty awesome to find. I mean, I don't think it's an extremely valuable book or anything like that, but yeah, $1. Found it at a public library, so. You never know where you're going to find comic books, so that's one of them. So I'm glad to find that out in the wild. Next up, this is the final issue of Star Wars in the current Marvel run before the reboot that I mentioned earlier. Now, this is a eBay retailer exclusive, but I really love that cover. So this is Star Wars issue 75. And this cover was done by R.B. Silva, who, of course, has been killing it on Powers of 10, which Jonathan Hickman was writing in conjunction with House of X that Pepe Larraz was doing. R.B. Silva was doing Powers of 10. So I thought he was killing it on that book, and I really dug this variant cover that he did for Star Wars number 75, so I decided to grab that one. Definitely a near mint plus copy right here. So eBay has like their own retailer variants, like Bake saying that they had a Akira bitter variant, and which is something I've known about for a minute, but I haven't really actually had a lot of those, or really can't even remember buying anyone until this one. Yeah, exactly. I would say the same thing. Just don't get turned off just because it's an eBay variant. There's some good art and stuff on there. So this one, for example, that I dig a lot. So now I gotta. Speaking of store variants or store exclusives, I got some more store exclusives here. The next 3 books are part of a set from Jetpack Comics. Now, I'm a big Jock fan, so when I saw this cover for Year of the Villain Joker #1, done by Jock, that Jetpack was doing, I had to grab that one. And this one came in a set. So this is the regular Joker Year of the Villain Jock exclusive from Jetpack Comics. This is the limited trade dress version of it. And then it also came with a Virgin, no trade dress Virgin variant of it, all done by Jock. I love that one. It kind of gives me Tech 880 vibes. I know Spidey Fan tracked down a black and white and red version of this that was a convention exclusive, which I also would love to track down, because that slabbed in a 9.8 right next to my Tech 880 slabbed in a 9.8. I could see that going nicely on a wall somewhere. But I will, for one step at a time, I'll track down that copy, that black and white and red copy eventually. But I love this cover, and I love every different interpretation or slight alteration of it. So I thought, I thought this set was worth every penny personally. So definitely dig that cover. It was Joker, You're the Villain #1, Jetpack Comics exclusive, Epicurean. Yeah, man, those are sweet. So Sharon's in the house. What's up, Sharon? Life with Two YouTubers. Always good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, dude, definitely love those jock covers. Moving on, though, I'm just going to keep this moving, guys. Sorry if I'm like not, engaging as much. I just got a lot of books to get through here. This is a unknown. No, this is a Frankie's Comics exclusive for X-Men #1 with Ji Hyung Lee. So there was a cover with X-23 similar to this for X-Men Red #1, which I had in a 9/8, and then I sold to somebody in the YouTube comic community. I don't remember who right now off the top of my head, but oh, you know what? I think it was Brandon Stowinski. I sold my 9/8 of that, but this one's pretty cool. Also, this is an X-Men #1. Who else is in that? Oh, Comic Collector's in the house. Good to see you, man. But yeah, I definitely dig this one. So I decided to add that to my collection. This is also a Frankie's Comics exclusive. This is Spider-Man #1. So this is Lucio Perillo. So this issue, the regular version of this issue has the first appearance of this villain, Cadaverous, but this store exclusive has the, I guess, first cover appearance, or if you want to argue that store exclusives count towards, first appearances, if the real book only has the first appearance on the inside, but the store exclusive has the first appearance on the outside. I personally don't believe that store exclusives should count as far as like, keys and stuff like that. Like, they're awesome covers and stuff like that. And, arguably you could say that this is the first cover appearance of Cadaverous, but I kind of hesitate to look at store exclusives as actual, first appearances and things like that. But, there are probably people that feel differently. JP says, yeah, he needs to get that one to match his X-Men Red. Yeah, I know he has that one, so he's talking about that one. But all right, so next up, this is an awesome In-Hyuk Lee variant to Amazing Spider-Man #800. Unruly Cadaverous sounds like a Swedish death. Yeah, probably. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate that, bro. So yeah, wait, Comic Collectors, this is 19-month-old. Just get 6. Ouch. Okay. All right. So, but anyway, Amazing Spider-Man 800, In-Hyuk Lee, pretty awesome cover right there. I'm gonna show this, although I think I showed this on like somebody else's stream or somebody else's show. I don't remember. But my brother, who's in the chat, Bake the Snake, hooked me up with this recently in a little Christmas package. He sent me some like homemade food that his mom made. Like the spiced apple butter and caramel popcorn, which was epic, and I like destroyed that food like way quicker than I should have. But he also threw in this, and this might be a store exclusive. I'm not sure what store, but this is a Perillo Virgin first cover appearance of Kindred. If you want to believe that store exclusives or variants. Well, I don't know if this is store exclusive or incentive, but this is Amazing Spider-Man #2, Virgin Lucio Perillo cover, but it's pretty awesome. So thank you, Bake. Appreciate you sending me this book, buddy. And let's see. So next up, we're getting into some older books here interspersed throughout. This is X-Men issue #59, Neil Adams. So already had this book in my collection, but this is an upgrade. I think I had like a cover detached, kind of like really, really beater copy. So this one's a nicer copy, like a nice, mid-grade is what I consider nice when it comes to like late Silver Age, early Bronze Age. So X-Men issue #59. I also own the original art to a very important page in this X-Men comic book, which I will showcase on the original art show that I do with J Hood Creative. That's going to be on Monday, December 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel. Me and J Hood are teaming up to show a whole bunch of art, so that should be a good time. But tune into that show, and I'll show you an insane page from the inside of this comic book done by Neil Adams. So there you go. That's X-Men 59. And then I got a Batman back issue as well. This is Batman 252. Love that cover. Thought that's pretty dope. It's got the Mylar magic, but this is like a high mid-grade copy. So Jay Hood says he loves that cover. And the comic collector says, wow, awesome X-Men. Yeah, they're both talking about the X-Men cover, and D-Runk's talking about that as well. Unruly using my legal name. So there it is, Batman 252. Love that book also. So that's it for the Raw books. Now I do have a bunch of slabs here kind of sitting around, so bear with me as I get these piles of books off my desk as quickly as I can here, or not off my desk, but just to clear some room out of the way so I can show you some slabs. Super Russ says he's got a Midtown order coming, but doubt it'll get here before the new year. Yeah, I mean, if you don't pay for expedited shipping, I doubt it would get there to New Year. I guess it depends on when you put in the order. Oh, really? Why would auto correct it to an even harder name to pronounce and spell that nobody would know? Like, why? I mean, that's so weird. That is so weird. Yeah, Buncho slabs. Well, I'm glad. Well, it's a good one, man. It's a good one. It's an underrated comic book issue. It includes Chris Claremont's first contribution to X-Men, which is the page that I have, which I will show, which is pretty insane that I actually have that page. But anyway, yeah, dude, I'm so behind on watching YouTube because of the holiday. My watch later for comic book community videos is like 35 videos or something like that. So I'll try to catch up on all of them, but I don't know honestly how many of them I'll be able to catch up in time, but I'm going to try. We'll see. All right, I'm getting to the slabs, guys. Let's barrel through these. So one of my favorite titles of the year, top two, it's, it goes back and forth between Venom and Absolute Carnage, kind of combined as a story, and House of X, Powers of 10, leading into all this new X-Men stuff. But I did get a bunch of these. I did submit some of these, and then I did also buy some of these. I love these books. Some of them have, noon rings. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but there's been a few packages I've had come back from CGC the last month where I just didn't get around to doing a CGC unboxing and stuff like that. And I just have unboxed it like over the course of whenever, right? So I will just show you a bunch of the slabs that I can't remember showing on my channel. I may have showed on other channels, but without further ado, here are the slabs. So speaking of House of X, Powers of 10, here's House of X #1. This is the A cover from Pepe Larraz. It's got this iconic, look to the characters, in my opinion, and the way that they're walking through the gate, the portal. I'm not going to spoiler this series for anybody who still needs to read it, or the hardcover is out now, which I picked up. But definitely one of my favorite books of 2019. So I had to have the cover. I had to try to get a 9/8, and it is a 9/8. So House of X #1 from cover by Pepe Larraz, and of course written by Jonathan Hickman. That is the A cover, CGC 9.8 white pages. Happy to have that in the collection. Here's a variant. I don't remember if this is a ratio variant, but it is an homage, obviously, of the classic 90s Rogue Gambit pose cover, romantic cover. And the cover artist of this one is Joe Madureira. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I believe this is like the G cover or something like that. It might be an incentive. It's might be like a 1 in 50, but I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. Yeah, man. Both of these are pretty badass. But this variant is awesome, especially for Rogue and Gambit fans, right? The variant is pretty dope. So here you go, House of X, cover G from Joe Madureira for House of X #1, 9.8 white pages. And then I couldn't stop there, guys. I had to go with the high ratio hidden gem variant for House of X #1. This is the Dave Cockrum. I think this is a 1 in 200, or maybe 1 in 100. It's either 1 in 100 or 1 in 200. I don't remember, but it's a Dave Cockrum hidden gem variant for House of X #1. You know, these hidden gem variants obviously are mostly by cover artists that are no longer with us, and it's kind of like repurposing, you know, previously created artwork for new books, but in a high incentive ratio kind of print run. So anyway, that's what this is. House of X #1, hidden gem variant, Dave Cockrum, 9.8 white pages. Freaking awesome cover. It's just, I love it. So yeah, dude. I would agree with that 100%, but I'm sure. Well, Cocktum being a spelling error, obviously, with Unruly's having autocorrect problems with my name, with Dave Cockrum's name. Yeah, I mean, I honestly like this one. This one like went by my radar without me realizing it existed back when the issue first came out. Then I tracked it down after the fact. So 9.8 white pages for that one. Really dig that one too. Got one more House of X Powers of 10 book. This is House of X #2. This is the A cover, Pepe Larraz. So something, I'm not going to spoil it for people, but something really, really important for both this resetting of the X-Men universe and the overall sort of like looking at the X-Men lore. Something huge happens in this issue. So it's a pretty key issue. Raw copies of this book still go for like well over cover price. Not sure what 9/8s are going for right now, but happy to have House of X #2 in a 9.8. There you go. That's another one in the collection. All right, so here's some older books, just a couple. This one came back from CGC recently, a little bit lower grade than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a 7.0 to 7.5 range. Came back a 6.0, but this is of course X-Men 50, classic Silver Age, Jim Steranko X-Men cover right there. Of course, he created the new X-Men logo for this issue as well. All-time classic, one of my favorite covers of all time. Yeah, see, still a great book. Not the grade I wanted, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try to upgrade anytime soon. I'm happy with it. Yeah, exactly, dude. First logo, and the cover is definitely true art. So one of my favorite covers of all time. So happy to have that back in the collection from CGC. Next up, I got the this is Wolverine #1 limited series, Frank Miller. This is 9.4 white pages. Now, this is I picked this up from Big Will. So Big Will, I don't remember if he had like a pop-up sale or an auction or something. I don't remember exactly where or when he was selling some books, but this is one of the books. And I got this for a steal, like well below 9.4 GPA or FMV or whatever. So shout out to Big Will. Thank you for the great deal on this book, and happy to have this in the PC. And then I'm going to wrap things up with two Amazing Spider-Man Silver Age issues, #10 and lower. Starting with #10, Amazing Spider-Man #10, CGC 5.5. I believe that's off-white to white pages. Yeah, off-white to white pages. This is first appearance of the Big Man and the Enforcers, and it's the 10th issue of Amazing Spider-Man. I think I may have shown this on somebody else's channel, but I never showed it on mine. I don't remember 100%, but there you go. Amazing Spider-Man #10, continuing to flesh out my ASM run. Pretty happy with this grade. Pretty happy with the way this book presents. Not much else I can say about it except it's another notch in that low number ASM issues that I'm trying to complete. Bake the Snake helped me earlier by selling a book for one of his buddies that he sold to me, which was ASM issue number 7. I showed that a couple weeks ago when D-Runk and I were doing an unboxing party, but here's another number 10 and lower issue that I've been able to add this year, which I'm super stoked about. And then the final one is the lowest ASM issue that I was able to pick up this year. And besides Amazing Fantasy 15 is the lowest number ASM or Spider-Man book that I have, or oldest outside of AF15. I don't have issue 1, 2, 3, or 4, but I do have issue 5 right now. So this is the first appearance of Doctor Doom outside of Fantastic Four. So the first Doctor Doom crossover issue, Amazing Spider-Man number 5, CGC 4.0, off-white to white pages. So definitely stoked to have these 2 books as part of the final haul. I bought them at different times. I just make so few videos that this feels like it's one epic major comic book haul, but really this is like 10, 12 different comic hauls that I'm showing all at the same time because I don't make consistent videos or content, as you guys know. So for that, I apologize, but I do my best with the time that I have to make the videos. So thank you for stopping by and checking out what I had today for what for all intents and purposes is my final comic book haul of 2019. Thank you, brother. Yeah, dude, Doom and Spider-Man. So thank you guys for all the positivity and for hanging out with me while I showed this haul. I'm going to try to wrap this up so this is not an impossible watch on the rewatch for some people. We're at 37 minutes. But I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my final trade paperback, hardcover, graphic novel, what have you. I'm going to do my final trade haul of 2019. So I'll be doing that on a live stream at some point tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly, but look out for that. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will catch you on the next time. Later.